Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show live from Indianapolis. It's Super Saturday round 2 of LIV Golf Indy, and our title fight between Joaquin Niemann and Jon Rahm is coming down to the wire. Each hole threatens a new player in the fight against relegation, and teams are solidifying their positions for the team championship next week. And the earth is still scorched from Sebastian Munoz's dynamite first round, and we're here to talk about it all. Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show. We saw something truly remarkable yesterday. Sebastian Munoz fired a 59. That's 14 birdies. It's a third sub-60 round in LIV history, first ever with a double bogey start. Sebastian Munoz took the show yesterday. We have a heavyweight title matchup between Jon Rahm, the defending champion, and Joaquin Niemann, who has 5 titles this season. But Sebastian Munoz just stole the show with an incredible 59. Unbelievable. I mean, what do you guys, how are we feeling top of round 2? That was incredible,
That was pretty incredible. I mean, he broke the record for consecutive birdies with 8. And now he's currently in 10th position, 4 more birdies to start off the day today, unlikely though it may be. He breaks his own record in the same round, basically. That's incredible.
It's pretty ridiculous, Pat.
It was. I mean, 13 birdies and 14 holes is, I don't care where you play.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's putt-putt. That is hard to do anywhere.
Well, let's take a look. It was hard to keep up with all of the action outside of Sebastian Munoz. Let's take a look at the individual standings live as of right now. If everything stopped as we speak, this is where we stand. Joaquin Niemann leads the way, almost 30 points above Jon Rahm, who's second. Bryson DeChambeau still in third. But look at Sebastian Munoz. 3 spots he jumped up with 133 points. Patrick Reed also jumping up a spot, putting him in 5th place. Let's take a look down towards the open zone. As we head down there, people are fighting for that top 24 spot. Anirban Lahiri hanging on by a thread. He dropped down. Cameron Tringali surges up. He's safe for now. Can he keep that spot is the question. Charles Schwartzel right in that bubble zone. Hopefully has a solid round today. Let's go down to that danger zone. The guys fighting relegation. We still have 2 Majestics in the drop zone. Lee Westwood drops down. Also, we have Ian Poulter there. We talked a lot about him. Mito Pereira still fighting for his LIV career as he faces round 2 today. It's going to be absolutely insane. And speaking of insane, we have an insane heavyweight battle between Joaquin Niemann and Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm's looking to get the job done for a second consecutive year against Joaquin Niemann. The question is the matchup still even going at this point? Waco taking a pretty strong lead. What do you guys think about this?
I think it's closer than what he thinks, quite honestly. Waco's round yesterday was a microcosm of his entire season. His first 9 yesterday, he was unbeatable, like he's been 5 times this year, literally unbeatable. His second 9, he snipes one in the water, tops a utility off the tee, and he plays like a human, like the guy who finishes 23rd or 24th on average when he doesn't win. Here's after hitting a high draw all day long comfortably, not his traditionally most comfortable shot. He hits the toe shrimp hook there at 15, makes double bogey on this hole, and then goes on to basically half top or almost full top his next tee shot because the club slipped in his land. Now the question to me is which Waco shows up for the next 4 9 holes. If it's the Waco who started off the day yesterday, this race is over, and it's been over.
Right.
But if it's not, Jon Rahm, there's one guarantee in life. Jon Rahm's going to finish top 10. He needs 7th place solo or better in order to catch Waco if Waco makes no points. It's not a guarantee. It looks like it's all Waco right now. In my mind, it's not a guarantee. You disagree.
I see it differently because, you know, Jon still has to get 12 points, almost 13 points. Everybody's making a ton of birdies out here. Jon's going to, I mean, he's not in a real good spot right now. He's only 4 under. He's still, 8 back of the lead. Jon does want to win the tournament. Waco also wants to win the tournament, but Jon's got to shoot really low. Because, again, it's not like you're talking about 2 points. He's got to get 13. That's a high place finish, like Jerry said.
Yeah.
7th. I mean, he's not near 7th yet. Could he be by the end of the week? Maybe, but also there's so many guys.
He will be.
Well, again, he probably will be. But how many places will he be tied with?
That's the problem. He has to pass a ton of guys.
How many places is he going to be tied with at the end in that 7th place? Could be 9 guys.
Yeah.
So then he's not going to get enough points.
Yeah.
So Jon, I don't want to say his back's against the wall, but it kind of is. He has to play incredible the next 2 days because a lot of the other guys are going to do the same thing.
Okay, but the stats are currently saying Waco's got an 86% chance
The projections,
of locking
yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
It is a projection,
Yeah.
but we do know Waco has struggled on the big stage this year. We also know what John Rahm did last year around this time. He surged. He, under pressure, got the job done against Joaquin Niemann. So the question to you is, with those narratives floating above their heads, does that 86% even matter?
If the course was harder, I would say John Rahm was in a better spot. The course is so easy, and guys are shooting so low, they're going to see it again today because the conditions are down, it's cloudy, there's no wind. Guys are going to shoot an average of 65 today, 64. It's just the way it is. John has to play incredible. I'm telling you, it's just, John probably wishes the course was a lot harder than it is.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. With that point, I don't disagree.
I like when you guys agree. I love that.
It's rare.
We're a family here. All right, let's take a
argue
look.
with logic, baby.
Let's take a look back at all of the action from round one before we dive into today's action. Look at this.
Those on the relegation bubble, they know the stakes.
No, that Rahm and Niemann is the thing, but I like that bottom zone. That's where the real action is.
The LIV Golf title is on the line and players playing for their careers. It has been a breathless opening day in Indianapolis with more drama to come.
Definitely going to be a lot of birdies here this week. Wild prediction, I think we'll see a 59.
It's down to two men, John Rahm versus Joaquin Niemann. It is a dream start for Waco Niemann with John Rahm's mighty footsteps behind him. This is feast mode.
We, with Carlos, were tracking him early in the round and we saw he was 5 under. And I told Carlos, hey man, watch out, this kid's gonna shoot 59 today.
It was a good start. I felt like, it showed a lot of pressure down the line. So yeah, it was a fun day.
Sebastian Munoz enjoying a fantastic opening day. Sebastian Munoz has just created LIV Golf League history. That is 8 birdies in a row. Has birdied 10 of his last 11 holes.
This has got shades of Maya Koba last year. Remember that first one?
It's been simply magnificent.
I felt in the zone all day. I felt like I played with a lot of passion today.
This man can create history. 59 for Sebastian Munoz, only the 3rd sub-60 round in LIV Golf League history. He's done it despite a double bogey at the 5th hole.
59, buddy. With a double.
12 under par. It's a 4-shot lead.
That's pretty good, especially when you start out with double or something. This shoot 59 is pretty good.
Oh man, that's amazing.
And a standing ovation there for 59
Rightly
guys.
deserved.
And that we have these guys here who are fighting for their LIV golf careers. This is their last week to make it happen. The relegation battle is heating up. Andy Ogletree, Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood, all on the line this week. Now, Pat, you had a front row seat to the relegation battle yesterday. You had a lot to say about it in the post-round show. Would love for you to share with the fans watching today some of your thoughts about these guys out there. They're playing hard, right?
They are playing hard. I mean, Ian showed some good signs yesterday, but he knows, again, I talked to him earlier, he knows where he's got to get to. He knows he's still not out of the zone. And I said, if you just use your Ryder Cup mentality, which is so incredible, his mind is as strong as anybody that plays the game. His self-belief is amazing. He just has not, like I've said a million times, he just has not gotten out of, the work that he puts in. But, he's not afraid of the moment. He has shown up. He's made some of the biggest putts in the Ryder Cup. He's hit some of the biggest shots that the Ryder Cup has, which is why his name is the Postman. But he's really got to play incredible these next 2 days to get out of that zone. And again, there's going to be a ton of birdies, like we say. I don't know. I've never really seen him go that low. He's got to be thinking 63 today to really get himself in that position for tomorrow.
Yeah, even part of the day, and he's basically toast.
It's over, yeah.
It's basically toast. But I think the fact that it's an easy course, it works in his favor, actually, because it keeps your mind off where you stand. It keeps your mind more on how many under par you have to get.
How about Mito Pereira? It seemed like he had such a roller coaster of a day. He went from a bogey to an eagle to a bogey to a birdie. It just, great signs and then, you know, a little bit of a struggle throughout his entire day. What's going on with Mito?
I think I was watching him in my monitor. I can watch any camera anytime on the little monitor I have during the show. I was watching that group a lot. Mito was showing signs of frustration like I haven't seen out before. Missed a couple short putts, and that's a bad sign. That means he's feeling it. That means he knows what's on the line. That makes it all that much harder to focus on the task at hand.
Pat, any words on Brendan Steele? We're talking about a 3-time PGA Tour winner like yourself. We know what this guy is capable of doing. How do you think he's going to pull out this week?
I think he likes his course. He can make a ton of birdies. He obviously won in Adelaide, so he's not afraid of winning out here. He'll have to use all that mentality he's had of all his past experiences to get him out of this. You know, I'm surprised he went to this long putter, but he did. But he seems to like it. You know, like his coach Rick Smith yesterday. He's got to think differently. But you know, when you haven't hit a shot that matters, that's so much easier to say than the guy that's actually hitting the shots.
Right.
You know, you can get all the advice you want, but when you get out there and things start to go south, you've got to be mentally strong to point yourself out and start attacking and try to make some birdies. That's what Steely's just got to play good the next 2 days.
And you're not following those guys, say no?
No, I've got DJ.
Your boy.
He's going to put the black cloud over DJ.
I'm going to say he's
early.
going to shoot 80 today just so that he shoots 62.
Now, Jerry, I know you got to run. Big crowd out there, by the way,
Huge.
so it might take you a while to get to the main show. But before you go, any final thoughts?
No, you know, you're talking about Steely. I think it'd take a perfect storm for him to get relegated. That means, I think, 3 guys have to play their way out of relegation. That's never happened in a single tournament this late in the season. So I feel comfortable with his position. Henrik Stenson is well inside the safe zone now, but if he shoots even par today, he's back likely in the relegation zone. We could end up with 2 Majestics being relegated, and it might not be Lee Westwood who's there now.
Wow. All right, well, Jerry, thank you so much, as always, for joining us. I hate to tell you, but you got to go, my friend.
I got to go. No, I'm happy. I'm happy to this time.
Goodbye,
Pat's arguing with me all day.
Stay
Goodbye.
with us
Goodbye.
here. It's the Club 54 pre-round show, and now we couldn't have a show without the one and only Rachel Drummond, who is out on the range tracking all of the tension. Let's check in with her now. Rachel, to you.
Hello, Cece. You are so right. There is definitely some tension again. You can feel it in the air. But let's have a look at 4 aces. They're second in the team currently. They have had some amazing form so far this year. And Captain DJ setting the pace with a 7 under yesterday. I remember Pat saying that if his putter's hot, then he's absolutely, you know, going to be in contention. And then we've got P. Reed, who definitely wants that pick for the Ryder Cup. So he's got something to aim for. And then HV, it was his birthday yesterday. He said he's got motivation to play well today. Right, let's keep on walking. Actually, I'm going to try and get Adam Rahm's caddy.
Here we go. Watch this.
Adam, hello.
Yes. Hi.
You had a front row seat yesterday with Rahm. What were the key takeaways going into today?
The golf course was obviously very gettable, and we missed a few more fairways than we probably would have liked to, so we couldn't attack the pins as much as maybe we could have. So combine that with getting the putter hot, and I think today could be a good day. So yesterday was just a little off, but I think sometimes it's hard with these guys when you have a course that everybody thinks is real easy or gonna be easy. Fairways are wide, it's hard to pick out targets, and sometimes that takes a round or 2 to adjust. So I would predict that scoring's gonna be pretty good today. Guys are gonna get a little more used to it, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Motivation. Everyone watch that today on the coverage. You've got so many things to look for. But Adam's so right. Let's look at Tyrrell as well. Adam's so right. Because they know there's going to be so many low scores, it almost magnifies your putting. And if you miss some, you get a bit complacent. Sorry, let's keep on going. Here's Mr. Bryson DeChambeau. 4 under yesterday. He needs to give a shout out to our cameraman because his ball deflected off the buggy yesterday, and stopped it from going in the rough. So, and for a man that said he didn't have his A game, he's still 4 under and in the mix. Get his setup. We did that range segment the other day. He's been working so hard with the golf ball. For a course that demands a lot of wedges, I'd love to know how that ball's performing. Let's have a quick look at Bubba. He had another great round yesterday. Sets up with that very open stance. He's striking it so well at the moment, it's great to see. Let's see if we can get Leash, because he holed another shot yesterday. And I spoke with Cam earlier and he said he's had more hole outs this year than Cam has had in 10 years, which is ridiculous. Matty's given him the heads up.
First good club of the day from Matty.
Leash, you've holed, is it 5 shots this year? 69 yards yesterday. I mean, I know you've got a hole that length in your garden, but what's going on?
Yeah, it's nice. Had a few that length and then the hole in one. So making the most of it while it happens. It seems like you go through phases. You have times where you don't feel like you hole one for a couple of years, and then what's happened this year. So hopefully I can have a good week and make something of it.
And how much banter are you giving Captain Cam? Apparently he said you've had more in this year than he has in his whole 10-year career.
He just brought that up then, so I can give him some tips on wedges if he likes, anytime. Yeah.
Play well, Leash. Christian, what you got for me?
Rachel,
so much going on.
We got some questions for you, Rachel.
Have you got any anybody talking about how great Sebastian's 59 was?
Yeah, not just the golfers, Pat, but also the caddies. I spoke with Paul Casey earlier, and he said, how is that not in the press more? Because that 59, even with a double, was something we might never see again. And having all those birdies was just, like, Pat, we know what it's like when you're going low. Like, there's a different, though, to being able to do that many in a round. It was just incredible.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
Yeah, Rachel, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the energy does feel slightly different out there. Is there anyone that you noticed out on the driving range that is a little more dialed in than usual?
Yeah, I'm doing some swerves, I tell you. I think it's end of season. I also spoke with Lucas Herbert earlier, and he said he's just feeling a bit tired. Like, this is one of the 13th events, traveling globally. So yeah, he's feeling a little bit tired, but the boys, they know they need to make birdies today, so they know they can't take their foot off the metal. They've got to go out and score low. So there's a lot of people wanting to climb up that leaderboard today, because if they don't, they're going to get left behind.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel. As always, we truly appreciate all that you do out there. We're going to keep the show going more on the team competition, more on our competition today, and the fans are talking about it. If you want to join the conversation, hashtag Live Broadcast. You might see yourself on the Club 54 pre or post round show.
I mean, just huge respect for that. Huge respect. People see it.
All right, we had some absolutely pure moments yesterday. Let's run back some of the top shots from round one's action. Pat, let's talk through it a little bit.
Let's see it.
Starting with this guy right here, Matthew Wolff. Sends it up from the fairway for his second at 12.
That's a great shot. Yeah, we just come out of the rough there a little bit and knows how to land it short, let it run up. He knows it's going to release. Just a perfect shot overall.
Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Here's Yubin Zhang. Tries his luck, his second at 9.
Noah's a phenomenal ball striker. Obviously, his putting's been the problem, but this is really no surprise. He's hit a lot of shots like this year.
And look at that, to a foot. Not bad at all from Yubin Zhang. Next up, we got Mark Leishman, our ripper. Now, this is a good one.
Another highlight for Leish. I mean, he's made a ton of these this year. But they go in perfect. It's not like they rattle the pin, and this goes in whole speed, looks like a putt would.
Yeah, Rachel just talked about this one. Big fairway attempt from Leishman, spin to eagle. Sebastian Munoz, I mean, come on, this guy was on fire yesterday from the rough, third at 6, and he dunks it.
Yeah, most guys that shoot something low, you either have a chip in or some kind of hole out. It was just phenomenal.
Here's Carlos Ortiz, his teammate, third shot at 9.
Difficult shot.
From the sand, too. I mean, the whole team just was feeling really good yesterday. Here's your boy, P. Reed, from the fairway, second at 12. Swap in the air.
One of the best wedge players I know.
And check that one out.
Another one, whole speed, gonna go in like a putt. Just perfect.
Pat, that just, you know, as someone who's never done anything like that, that's got to feel pretty good,
It's so abnormal that when you make it, you're almost in shock. Because you're actually kind of trying to do that. Not really, but kind of. But it is so cool when you actually make a shot that's longer than like 10 yards.
I don't know how you guys keep your composure. That's what's most impressive to me. A lot of fans are pouring in to check out LIV Golf Indianapolis. I have no idea how that dude did a flip while jump roping, but that can explain to you the excitement we're having here, Pat. We got to get you in the jump rope at some point here.
Yeah, right.
The action is big. We got John Rahm taking on Joaquin Niemann and guys like Sebastian Munoz coming out of the woodworks with a 59. You never know what to expect here, and the competition is building. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as we jump into Super Saturday. Sebastian Munoz, 12 under finish. Big 59 yesterday. a guy we didn't discuss, who I want to talk to you about, Dustin Johnson.
Yes.
In second place. He kind of got overlooked because of Sebastian's big day, but Dustin Johnson had an incredible day.
Yeah, I talked to him on the putting green. He said he hit it close, but then he obviously made the putts. He usually hits it pretty close, but he just doesn't always make the putts. But yesterday he did. He feels good. I told him my presence is not going to hinder you today, but no, DJ feels great. He's worked hard this week to get his game in shape. Obviously shows. You know, in my opinion, when DJ's on, there's very, very few players better than him in the world. He has just been a dominant force. He has won every single year of his professional career, starting in 07. So that is, you know, he needs to get a win to keep that streak going. But you know, when he's on, he is on.
He's had a good first day, but Pat, what is the secret to having a good second or third day? What's he got to do?
As DJ knows anybody, he's won 24 times the PGA Tour. He's won out here, I think, 3 times now. You know, he's never afraid of the moment. Again, like Jerry always says, he's got the shortest term memory. You know, the bad shot, it's like it never happened. Nothing affects him. He just always even keel all day, no matter if he's 5 over, 5 under. That's how he is, and he's not afraid to do this. And you know, he's not afraid of going against Sebastian Munoz. He knows that he can catch him within 4 holes. You know, DJ's ready though. He's ready. He needs to continue. But I told him, you know, you're gonna have to get to 22, 23. You know that. Yeah. And he said, yeah. He goes, that's the mindset of, you know, he knows that he's got to make a ton more birdies.
Well, DJ is in the projected top 24 as of right now.
That's another thing.
Is
he's not in that either, which is actually incredible.
Right. And he said in his presser, he said it would be nice to get a win at the end of the season.
Yes.
He's been surging up, and his entire team, you know very well, 4 aces have been surging upward as well. How about his teammate, Patrick Reed?
He's been playing too.
He's been
but,
quietly playing amazing every week.
My pick of HB3, I picked you to win. You shoot 4 over on me. Are you kidding me? But no, P. Reed, he's comfortable. Thomas Peter's been playing great. I hope this team's all together next year. HV's played phenomenal this year. I don't care about yesterday. You know, but P. Reed has won in Dallas. He's looking for another win. You know, DJ wants that win. This team, I think this team is really peaking. I'm going to go with an early call. I think they're going to be the team to beat next week.
I actually chose them for this week as well.
Yeah,
so
I did too.
I completely agree with you. How about Ripper GC captain Cam Smith? He's been kind of quiet this week, but he's
all year.
He's tied 7 under finish with the other boys, and he's looking really good. I mean, what's he got to do this week?
He knows what he's got to do. He's got. It's the same thing as I say with everybody. Everyone's got to keep their foot down. You know, Cam Smith has played very below average from what I know about his game, and you know how much I've seen him play. He'll tell you, the first to tell you, he's not happy where he is. You know, with his position, I think he's a top 5 player out here, no problem. But
all right, but I'm going to put you on the spot, Pat. Out of all of these guys that are at the top of the leaderboard currently, considering their game and considering this course, who do you think has the most opportunity to surge up that leaderboard even further today?
I think it's sadly enough, it's probably Waco. I think Waco knows what he needs to do. He knows he's going to need another 7 under. Because again, Joaquin does not just want to beat Jon Rahm. He wants to beat the whole field again. For him to win 6 times is incredible. But, you know, DJ really has kind of the most pressure on his day because he's come out hot, and then he slowly kind of starts to fade, you know, sometime in Saturday, and then Sunday he's kind of not in the tournament. So today's a huge day for DJ to prove to everybody that he can, you know, he's the DJ of old and play well, and you know, I think it's a big day for him.
Yeah, let's just hope you bring him some good luck as you follow him around today.
Or he might have me kicked out anyway.
It's pretty funny that he asked about that. All right, well, it's time for another installment with Annabelle Angel and her 5 under segment. She's going to give us 5 fun facts to get us ready for Super Saturday.
Well, Christian, Pat and Jerry were right. Round 1 really was a putting contest. Sebastian Munoz led the field in putting, averaging 1.22 strokes per hole on his way to that incredible round 1 of 59. He also carded a LIV Tour record of 8 consecutive birdies. Can he back it up? While Sebastian's team captain, Joaquin Niemann, was shooting 28 on the front 9 yesterday, you may have been thinking, hand him the season-long individual trophy right now. In his 5 wins this season, Niemann has never been lower than tied 5th after round 1, averaging 4.8 under par. Heading into today, he is 7 under par and tied for 3rd. A tale of two European Ryder Cup legends facing relegation this weekend has our attention. Lee Westwood finished next to last statistically on the greens in round one. He now needs a strong weekend to maintain status. Ian Poulter, on the other hand, found something with the putting, gaining 2.4 strokes. But even with that, he's still outside the safety zone. How about a little crossover star power? Alex Palou, the first Spaniard ever to win the Indy 500 and a four-time IndyCar Series champion, got things started by leading the field out in the pace car yesterday. Will that Spanish champion driving it well inspire fellow countryman Jon Rahm to catch fire today? Only if Rahm drives it straight, it appears. His 7 out of 14 fairways hit spilled into fewer scoring chances, and Rahm's odds of overtaking Neiman for the season title have fallen to just 13%.
Thanks to Annabelle Angel. One course, one weekend, everything on the line. But it's not just an individual competition. It's also a team competition. Let's not forget about that. And Legion 13 leads the way. They're the top seed with the live team standings, meaning this is where they currently stand as of today. I believe Legion cannot be caught this week, no matter what. They are the top seed. Crushers in second in the standings. And of course, they're behind Legion, are looking to have a top 2 finish. If they do, that would secure them in second going into next week. And of course, Fireball's GC in third place. Let's talk about this. I'm surprised when you mentioned 4 aces and how you're expecting them to do well next week. You didn't mention Legion 13, which typically when we talk about the team competition, you like to bring up John, you like to bring up Legion. What are your thoughts as they secure that first place spot heading into next week's team championship? That gives them a huge edge over the rest. We have changed some of the rules as well. How do you think Legion will pan out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much match play Tom McKibben's played, but you know, Jon Rahm is actually obviously a proven match play player, and so is Terrell. So that they are. But I just see the aces as trending in the right way. They're all playing well. You know, they've all been in the league forever. That would be an incredible matchup to me. I know everybody wants to see Bryson and Rahm. That'd also be. Yeah. They've got some huge storylines that could happen. But, you know, Legion's a favorite. I get it. But I think there might be a surprise, like last year.
Right.
You know, last year we played terrible.
Possible.
We played terrible, and we finished second. Ironheads finished third.
Yep.
You know, anything can happen
third.
in match play. I mean, Brooks' team lost. Some big teams lost. That's what happens in match play. It's a whole different ballgame, which we'll get into next year.
So
next week.
You are saying you're going with 4 aces as the favorite for the team championship win?
I think they're trending the right way. Not favorite, but I'm going with them.
All right, fair enough. Way to be diplomatic about that answer, but I'll take it for now. All right, there's no time like the present to sign up for League's loyalty program, LIV, blah, 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 blah. You can keep up with the news and information about the League's 13 teams and your favorite players. There's also fun, interactive games to keep you entertained. It's all through the LIVX Hub on the LIV Golf app. Make sure you guys sign up today. All right, Pat, before we get out of here, you hear that?
I hear it.
That's Jason's own Fisher announcing that the shotgun start is just moments away. Before we get out of here, any final thoughts before heading into round 2? Sebastian Munoz put on the show. Jon Rahm facing off with Joaquin Neiman. Guys fighting for their LIV Golf careers, fighting relegation. What's top of mind?
Well, relegation for me. The open zone is questionable as a whole, but you know, Waco and Rahm, that's a good story. I hope they get a little bit closer tomorrow. Yeah. That'd be great. I hope they somehow can get in the last group, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But the relegation zone is going to be big. There's like 6 players there that you're going to see jump back and forth like Frogger. I mean, it's going to be something. I can't wait to. I'm kind of excited to see that. But you know, I want DJ to play well. I want the aces to keep climbing up. But it's a huge day for everybody. Everybody has something to play for, no matter what, because you might surprise a team who you're trying to get signed with or whatever, and you have a good weekend, and you're kind of pleading a case, and then you go in and play well with that team. You know, your team next week. There's always something to play for out here, you know, and even the guys that may just guarantee be relegated, you know, you might find something. But it's a huge day for everybody. And I would say especially more than anybody, it's John Rahm.
I'm most excited. The storyline I'm looking for is the one with you and DJ and you giving him some good luck finally for once.
If you see a guy getting escort out the front, that's me.
Hey, man, love you, brother. Thank you guys so much for watching Club 54 pre-round show. The action is just moments ahead. We're just seconds away from our shotgun start. After this, we're heading to the main coverage on FS1, and then it's live on Fox. Following that, it's the post-round show, baby. Back to us right here. Until then, I want to thank you guys for watching. I got one more word for you.
Peace.